Now that we know that God is developing His own special people, let's go back to the beginning of the Bible to learn more on how God will accomplish it. Remember that Eve was given a choice whether or not to eat of the forbidden fruit or obey God and refrain from eating it. So, in God's plan, mankind would be given a choice, either to do his own will or God's will. Choices are offered to each of us many times a day, God's way or my way. The fact is, we will usually choose our own way instead of what God says, that is, until we learn that God loves me and wants what is best for me. Also, God allows Satan to tempt man not to choose God's will. These temptations can be very strong. In fact, the Bible recognizes that most people will choose this direction for their lives, oftentimes being deceived or blinded by Satan. On the other hand, God has provided strong incentives for us to do His will and obey Him. So you and I have a strong incentive to choose our own will, and we have strong incentive to choose God's will. The question is, who will ultimately win in your life? Which way will you choose? As we live life and learn about God, we should begin to choose God's way for our life more and more. Our love for God will develop and grow stronger than our love for anything or anyone else. How much does God want me to love Him is directly related to the strength of other temptations. If there were no temptations, my love for God would not be tested and proven, and therefore I would not grow. God's special people will never attain perfection, but they are always learning and growing for the rest of their lives. God has provided a way for us to grow in our love for Him.